Okay, we've got Comfy now loaded. Didn't take too long, just a few minutes. But we are ready to jump in and give you a little bit of tour of what we're going to be working in for quite a while. So this right here is the Node canvas. I'm obviously coming from Nuke, so I think of this like the DAG. This is going to be very similar uh, for people that are coming from Houdini or Fusion or Nuke. It's all Node based, and you navigate around with your middle mouse button here. Let's go ahead and make a little node. So I have a nice action VFX background that I'll show you how to how to put in. But let's go ahead and put a node in. You do that by double clicking anywhere in the DAG, and we're going to, just like we would do in Nuke, we're going to be loading in a load image. This is your read node. Now you're going to navigate around using your middle mouse button to click and drag. You can also use spacebar if you want to do that. I use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. And you're going to be selecting nodes by holding down Control, selecting, and that's it. It's all very pretty basic. Again, if you're familiar with node-based compositing systems, you're going to feel very comfortable jumping into this. So let's go through some preferences that now that we're in here and we've got everything loaded, that I recommend you all change. So again, this is the standard user interface for Comfy. Beyond, normally it doesn't have this nifty manager button or these computer readouts up here. This is all part of a customization that I will show you in just a little bit. But basically, we're going to jump into here and we're going to go down to the bottom left-hand corner and click Settings. Now, inside here, we have this great search bar. And first thing we're going to be searching for is always snap to grid. You're going to want to enable this. It's going to keep our nodes nice and tidy. Another one that I would recommend you guys do is right over here, this link. This graph up here. Normally this is set to spline, and let's go ahead and just set that back and you can kind of see what this looks like. So gives you these little splines here. Let's add a reroute. Again, all of these will be so much, you'll be very, very comfortable with this stuff in just a little bit. But as you can see, you can kind of move these all around. I do not like these. I like nice straight edges. So inside of preferences, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going again back to the link render, and we're going to be setting that to straight. And what that does is it gives you this nice little 90-degree angle that you can just keep everything. It just helps me visualize the flow. So that's the way I would recommend you do it as well. Another setting that we should change is we go into widget control mode. By default, this is set to after. And what we would like here is to be set this to before. Now, what this does is when you do a change to a widget and then you hit run, it will not take in that change until after the render is done. So here, if we're going to be going through and rapidly kind of changing things a lot. So I want you to set this to before so that when we hit run, you actually see the changes that we've applied and we don't have to hit it again. So that's going to be set to before. Another thing, this is just a real estate thing. Enable the image feed. We're going to disable this. It has a bunch of images that come down to the bottom of the screen whenever we load our generations. I don't like it. I don't think you will either. So go ahead and disable that. Another thing that we're going to be changing, and let's actually go out here. So let's click the manager button. This is again the Comfy Manager customization. If we click this, this helps us install a whole bunch of things, different models right inside the user interface, which is great. Has us a nice browser for custom nodes, and we can install any missing nodes that a workflow could have. So it makes it nice and easy. One thing I like to change as well is this preview method. Change this. So make sure that your preview method here is latent to RGB. And by default, it's set to none as just an efficiency thing. But what's nice about this is that when we are generating an image, you'll be able to see inside of the VAE encode or the K sampler, which again we'll explain in just a little bit what the K sampler is. But inside there, you'll get a little preview image of as the model is as denoising to create your image. So I just like it, and I think you guys will as well. Let's go ahead and close that out. Go back into our settings. And another thing that we should enable is node source badge. We want to, this is set to none by default, hit show all. And what this does is, see this little fox up here? This will, if I have a custom node, so let's go ahead and load one of our custom nodes. Which one of them? Yeah, why not? A video helper suite. We're going to be doing that a lot. Video combine. So if you click this, we now have this little tag up here that says what node package this is a part. So very quickly you can see, are you Comfy native or are you a customization? I like this because it helps me debug things, because the customizations are obviously going to be less stable than the source core nodes. So just another little workflow thing that I suggest you all do. Let's go back into our settings again. And here we're going to go to text, area, widget size, font. By default, it's set to 10, very, very small text. I like it set around 20 because let's go ahead and put a text encoder. Click text encode prompt. You're going to see my text is just, I can zoom out and I see it a lot more. So when we get more complex workflows, I just like to be able to zoom out. Again, this must just be because I'm from Nuke, but I like to have a really clear read of my workflow before I don't want to have to zoom in and lose the big picture. I want to actually see what's going on. So that will increase your text size. Back into here, let's go into node badge. Node badge. Oh, we've already set that. Yep, show all. Great. Another thing that we have a customization is over here. Pi SSSSS. We have, that's where our snap to grid comes in. And again, we have that disabled for image feed. There was one other thing, image feed location. Let's go into here. By default, this is going to be set to top. We want this to be hidden. Again, it's just consolidating real estate. And another image max, images feed. What's it called? It's another Pi SSS customization. Oh, there you go. Image max feed images. We want to set that to 1 because I don't want a whole bunch of images clouding everything when we're generating stuff. And if you would like to, let's go back into Comfy right here. If you would like to go into our appearance and upload our canvas background, you can do that as well here. Just click upload and you're going to be selecting the AVX custom background. And then you too will have a cool Action VFX background that we have here. But you can switch it out to really whatever you would like. So another thing that we should talk about a lot here is, of course, those custom nodes that we just kind of touched on here. Let's go into the manager, custom nodes manager, and we can filter these a few different ways. So we're going to be using a variety of custom nodes. Of course, we already have the Comfy UI manager. We have some ControlNet auxiliary packages here for when we're doing some different operations to generate depth passes or different animation pose things. But there's a whole variety of custom nodes here that we're going to be installing as we go. So when we get to that point, you'll be going in this manager, and this shows you everything that's available, even the things I don't have installed. But you can also go into the filter and see everything that's installed. You can see everything that is enabled. You can see everything that's installed but disabled. As you can see, one of my custom nodes is the Workspace Manager. This is an optional package that you can have. It just gives you a little floating menu over here and a different menu organizational system. I recommend that you don't install this, you don't enable this, because again, I want to keep this as vanilla as possible. But we have a variety of different packages. KJ nodes are really great. Of course, the video helper suite that we just saw. Cocoa tools help you with importing in EXR image sequences, which is a really big new thing. And just different, and these Chris tools is pretty nice as well because it gives us, of course, these nice machine readouts up here. And just kind of, again, we are going to be really pushing our machine here off and on. So it's nice to know when things are getting into the red. So that is a very quick tour of Comfy. I suggest you, before you load in the next, the first workflow, just navigate around and get comfy. Get comfy inside of Comfy. But you need to be very, you don't want to feel like you're all thumbs when you're working around here. It'll make your experience a whole lot better. When you're ready, you're going to be coming back into here, and then the next module, we're going to actually be going through how this whole image generation thing works. And we're going to be exploring each one of these different side menus over here too. We've got our queue, which is where we'll see all of our images that we generate. We've got our node library, which is this folder view of all of our custom nodes. We've got a quick way to load all of our model folders and explore things. We're going to be using a variety of models, SDXL, SD15, the Flux models. So you can kind of just, it's a good way to visualize what you have in here and search for, do I have Flux installed? So it's a nice little search thing. So, and then we have our input and output directories as well that will load in here, any customizations, but no spoilers yet. So when we come back, you'll then be loading in your workflows from here, and we'll be selecting number 2, where let's click that and close it. So when we come back, we're going to be exploring how this whole AI image generation actually works. So it's really good to have a really solid knowledge of what each one of these nodes does, demystify, break down the process that I think you're really going to enjoy. This was one of the things that was a light bulb moment for me when I was learning Comfy all that time ago. And it really made the whole process of playing and exploring less frustrating and more fun. So we're going to dig in under the hood a little bit here. But again, click around, play with your new Comfy workspace, whether it's on Run Comfy or on your local Windows install. And I will see you in just a minute.